there gamers, it's me, Karen Soup, and today it's finally time to build my house. Replay mod has been updated and I have no more excuses. But first, there are a few things that I'm going to need because I want to use one of my favorite blocks, the mushroom block. But of course, to obtain, oh my gosh guys, I need to stop doing intros in the Sniffer Sanctuary. And in order to get those, you have to have Silk Touch. And I do not have Silk Touch, and I don't even have an enchanting setup right now. I haven't even gone mining. I don't have any diamonds at all. So there's a few things that I need to do. First, I'm gonna go get geared up using Gabby's villagers, and then I'm gonna head down to the mines to find a couple diamonds to make an enchanting table. And then I'll have to farm some mushroom blocks. So let's get started. I found a horse over here last night, except that I didn't have a saddle on me. Obviously, I was really far away. And I kept forgetting to grab a saddle every time I went back. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tame the horse and take it home with me. Ty has been trying to sell horses to people, but I have to undermine capitalism every chance that I get. I will find my own, thank you very much. They're literally free. There he is. There we go. And so I rode my new best friend all the way over to Gabby's village where I could trade with her villagers to get myself a full set of diamond armor and diamond tools. And I also grabbed a name tag for my horse so I could name him Ender, because I constantly get scared by black horses thinking that they're Endermen, but the black horses are also my favorite, so I thought the name was fitting. Alright, as you can see, I've got my enchanting set up. I've re-rolled this axe probably like 6 or 7 times, and I still can't get Silk Touch. This is all the lapis that I have to my name, so I've decided that I need to get Silk Touch another way, and that is, of course, villagers. I do have one right here, but he has seen better days, I must admit. But I have an idea. I kind of want swamp villagers. I know I shouldn't, but what if I did? I know where a swamp is. It's quite far away. What if I set up a breeder there? What if I did that? What if I did? Who would stop me? I want to. I'm gonna do it. And so I set off on the adventure of a lifetime with my trusty horse Ender. I have bad news. What do you mean Ender looks different? He looks exactly the same. Listen, if you are ever in need of someone who is really good at planning things out before they do them, don't ask me, I'm not your guy. I planned this entire endeavor very poorly, which made it take a lot longer than it should have. I walked 3,000 blocks away from my home, knowing that I needed to make 2 nether portals, and I only brought enough obsidian for 1. So I made the first nether portal in the village that was closest to the swamp that was a few hundred blocks away, and then I had to go back. I had to go back home 3,000 blocks. Luckily I got a new horse. This is Ghost, and she's very fast and I love her very much. I just had the thought, Ender died and now I have Ghost. That wasn't on purpose, but it's kind of funny. I grabbed the rest of the obsidian that I needed and a bunch of cobblestone to be able to enclose tunnels to make it safe for villager transport through the nether. And then it was a long trek back to the swamp where I set up the portal. I went through the portal back at the village and it came out right next to a bastion. I got working on making the paths to connect all the nether portals up, and then this happened. No, no! Oh. From there, the only option was to become a menace to society, so I raided a bunch of iron from Siren's farm, and I stole chicken from Gabby. And once again used Gabby's villagers. I traded the iron from Siren's farm so that I could get myself another set of armor and tools since mine all burned in lava. Gabby, where's your bed? I'm gonna sleep in your bed. Hi.
Hello.
I literally was in your house, sleeping in your bed, and then you logged on. I just died in the nether and lost all my stuff.
Oh no.
I did take all the extra iron back to Siren's farm, only to turn around and steal a bunch of cobblestone from them, but it's fine, and I gave them these 2 extra emeralds that I had as payment. I hopped on a raft back to my village, and got back into the nether, finished up the tunnel to the swamp, lit the portal from the inside, and then spent the rest of my night building a villager breeder, which apparently I decided not to record, but here's me laying down the tracks from my nether portal back at home all the way to the one at the swamp. It is extremely long. It's like 300 blocks and it was over open lava and it was terrifying. But I got myself some little swamp villagers and I put them in the minecart. And we took a ride on the choo-choo train all the way back to my base. I'm still not sure if this is an actual thing or just a glitch that made it look like the furnace minecart was pulling us, because I got flung off once we went around the corner. I repeated this process several times until I had all of the villagers that I needed. I got my Silk Touch book, and then I was finally ready for some resource gathering. I came across a rare pink sheep when I stopped to grab some birch wood. And of course I had to collect plenty of mushroom blocks, which were the whole reason for this now 2-day long side quest that I've gone on. It is now the next day in real life, and we finally have all the materials necessary to build the house. And what? Hold on a second. Where'd this come from? Why is there bamboo in my house? What's going on here? The Fae have reclaimed what is theirs. What do you mean? I am the Fae. How? You can't say that. I'm the Fae. I didn't reclaim anything. Oh my god. What? When did they even have time to do this? Oh my god. I log off for one night and this happens. This is insane. How far does this stuff go? Oh my god. They really filled my entire valley. Oh my. Oh. Whoever is responsible, you won't get away with this. I will have my revenge. Now that that's cleaned up, let's get into the build. To start off, of course, I had to clear a little bit of space on the side of the mountain so that I had room to build. There was quite a bit of trial and error with this build. I usually like to build everything out in creative mode before I bring it into survival, and while I did work on a lot of the elements of it, I didn't settle on a final design before I started building in survival, so it was a little bit interesting to work in a different way than I normally do. This roof was especially challenging because I wanted to make it slanted, and I probably spent half of the total time on this entire build was probably spent on this roof. I really wish there were some options for green slabs, stairs, and walls in this game, because the mossy cobblestone was the closest thing I could do to blend in with the moss roof, but it really just looks kind of dull. I was so worried that I wouldn't have enough mushroom stem blocks that I ended up collecting a bunch of bone blocks and smooth quartz, and I ended up not needing any of it. It was a massive overcorrection, and I had more than enough mushroom stem. And there it is, all finished. Well, mostly finished. I still have a few little details that I want to add around, but I've done some tiny bit of landscaping. I want to add a path down. I added a nice little waterfall with some sugar cane. Make it nice and pretty. Obviously, you can see that there's particles floating around, so there's a spore blossom inside. Lots of little mushrooms, some bamboo, some vines and moss carpet to make it look like an overgrown log. And the inside is still very much a work in progress. There's a bunch of mushrooms growing in here. And we've got a little like floating spiral staircase up to this room, which is my bedroom. And then up even further, going into the mushroom tower. This will eventually be a enchanting room. I'm pretty proud of this build, all in all. It's definitely an experiment with more organic shapes, which is pretty challenging on the smaller scale. Obviously, the bigger you go, the more detail you can put into it. But I think that for a starter house, our first real build of the season, this is looking pretty good. I've got some little cherry accents. I wanted to use cherry wood initially for this entire tower, but I didn't feel like it quite fit in. So I decided to just go with birch. And we've got our sunflower up there to represent our alliance with the bee retreat. Oh. That all froze and melted very quickly. What's going on here? Stop that. Hanging off of our tower, we have our very own beehive up there. Not sure where the bees actually are. I think they might have flown away, but we will work on filling this whole place with bees. And we've got a really great view of the whole valley from here. Eventually there will be a whole fairy city inside with, I'm thinking, a big castle over in this corner over here. But we will see. What is this? Why do people keep making a mess in my base? This won't do. What? Stop. I have Frostwalker. That's why it's freezing. I completely forgot about that. No, this will not do. Not one bit. I don't like this. Who's doing this? This is unsanctioned building. What the heck? What is this? Who did this? Stop digging my stuff. Who in the world has been in my caves? This is trespassing. And that is going to do it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I know this video is a couple weeks late. I do apologize. I've just been taking some time to rest because I've been going pretty non-stop since starting the SMP, and it was really starting to wear on me, so I just needed to take a little break. But now I'm back and better than ever, and we've got a lot of exciting things to do here on Alphabet Soup SMP. So be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new. Until next time, bye-bye.